Today on JNN, we take a closer look at the Jag Awards.
We get the latest on a new campus program.
We look into the college admissions process.
Jared Perez brings us out of the box.
We look at changes in an SLC. All this and more on today's JNN.
Good morning, Grigori High. I'm Emma Jacobson.
And I'm David Rosas. Today is Friday, April 28th. The annual Jag Awards ceremony, which honors students individually for character and integrity, took place this past Tuesday and Wednesday. Kelly Kiernan and Christine Tu bring us more.
Over the past 2 nights, we've had teachers from each SLC hand-select one student to be given this award. They say that there's a 1 in 30 chance of receiving a Jag Award. While some awards are given based on academics, others are given based on, well, let's find out.
He raised his hand and said, I think you're doing that wrong. And we're trained how to deal with stuff like that. And I looked at him and I said, no, I'm not. And nobody really said anything, but he didn't let it go, and he was like, no, I checked the back of the book. And again, I said, the back of the book's wrong. But he came up to me after class and apologized. He said, hey, I'm sorry about that. And I looked at him and I said, Zach, you have nothing to be sorry about. This is what you're supposed to do. At any time in life, when you see that something's wrong, you need to point it out.
Anyone can clearly see that Alex is beautiful, but her true beauty is what lies inside. Her beauty is her heart.
His brother, I've been texting him like, hey, where's your brother? He needs to be here. He said, it's Wednesday night. I said, but I'm here tonight. And he said, he's umpiring right now. I'm coming back tomorrow night. Thank you.
If he can kind of get this figured out, I think he's going to have a wonderful year, and I wish him the best of luck.
She doesn't know the meaning of the phrase, I can't. Instead, it is, I will, and watch me.
Mackenzie has figured out that life is much more gratifying when you wholeheartedly accept and love who you are and find ways to share that love with other people.
What happened is the first time I shook Blake's hand, I realized that not all handshakes are created equal. And that's the only time I ever shook his hand. So when we see each other every day, when I have class with him, or in between the last 3 years, it's always been, hey, Coach Silva.
She's in the very short conversation of the best students in the school, and I want her to know that someone has noticed.
Reporting for JNN, this has been Kelly Kiernan and Christine Tu.
I'm Catherine Swartz here with the JAG Update. Seniors, graduation is just around the corner. If you ordered graduation announcements, you can pick them up in the SBO. Cap and gown distribution will be on May 10, and if you need your final transcript sent to college, go to the registrar before May. Dance Production is having their final performance of the year tonight at 7 at Modesto High. And finally, AP testing begins on Monday. If you signed up for an AP test, remember to bring your AP booklet and check out the yellow sheet for information on dates, times, and location. That's all the announcements I have today for JAG Update. Back to you, Emma.
Thanks for the update, Catherine. A program has begun this spring at Grigori which reintroduces Saturday school to students in a new way. Jared Perez brings us the story.
Ir a la escuela. Why'd we go to school on a Saturday?
So why did they come to school on a Saturday? Beginning on March 11th, Saturday school has been offered at our school. But what is Saturday school exactly?
Well, Saturday school is an opportunity for teachers to organize and lead either remediation or enrichment activities for students. So you have to understand that Saturday school has different meanings at different schools. So some schools offer Saturday schools as a consequence. That isn't a thing that I want to do here. I want the Saturday school experience to be a positive experience where students can come and get help.
So for my students at Saturday school, we are using it as AP test prep. And this time around, we took a practice test from start to finish, and they were able to see their scores, go over the answers, calculate what pace they would be on for their AP score. But it just gave us an opportunity to do things that we don't necessarily have time in our regular bell schedule.
I feel like Saturday school gives students an opportunity to have one-on-one time with their teacher that's normally lost with 140 students in total. And so I feel like it gives me a really good opportunity to perfect whatever subject I need to work on.
I kind of feel like it's part of my job to be there for my students, not just from 7:50 in the morning to 2 p.m. I try to make myself pretty available to my kids, and because a lot of students have struggled this year with the outside reading novel, I thought that it was a good opportunity for some of them to be able to bring their grade up just a little bit. To receive that extra help.
Saturday school not only benefits the student, it also benefits other aspects of our school as well.
It's really kind of a win-win-win. It's a win for the teachers because they can do activities they might not normally be able to do. It's a win for students, I believe, because they can come in and get extra help. And it's a win for our district because we can recoup ADA, which helps fund our educational activities.
And so I think that this is a new process for us that could become a really unique feature for Gregory High School.
Reporting for JNN, this has been Jared Perez.
Thanks, Jared. Earlier this month, final college acceptances were announced, and college-bound seniors are finishing the process of choosing where they will attend in the fall. For 10 students at Gregory who applied to Ivy Leagues, the admissions process was a bit more daunting. Julie Glodick and Katherine Schwartz bring you the story of what really makes the perfect student to selective colleges.
Academics, extracurriculars, athletics, standardized tests. How can a student stand out from other applicants when applying to colleges? What colleges do highly achieving students want to attend, and why? Most top students struggle with building their high school resume in order to excel after graduation. This begs the question, what makes a top student?
What makes a top student is, the grades, the rigorous curriculum. You have to have lots of advanced placement courses, the test scores on the SAT or the ACT, plus showing their leadership skills, showing that they're passionate about something, and that they've put time into something that matters.
The Advanced Placement Program was meant to offer subjects with a college-level curriculum to high schoolers, but the program has shifted from students taking AP courses sparingly according to interest to loading up on as many AP courses as possible in order to get ahead.
I am in AP English, AP Spanish, AP Calculus, AP Biology, AP US History, and AP Environmental Science.
I got accepted to Stan State, all the UCs I applied to. I got into USC on a full tuition scholarship, and then I also got accepted to the University of Pennsylvania, their Wharton School of Business.
I know that there's a lot of pressure to take all of the AP classes and get good grades in those classes, yet we're not all cut out for that.
Besides academics, how do top students know which extracurriculars to take and how many? Many Ivies insist that there isn't a formula. Harvard, for instance, has information regarding extracurriculars on their website, which chunks students into well-rounded or well-lopsided. Well-rounded students would include someone like Fallon, who is involved in different extracurriculars in a broad variety of activities. Lopsided students show an interest in one or two key groups with high involvement, like Gil. With all the extra work and involvement to get into a top university, what is the real benefit?
I think one of the main benefits is the connections you make. It's not necessarily that you get a better education per se, but it's like the prestige that comes with saying, oh, well, I graduated from Harvard.
When I hear, oh, they went to Stanford or they went to Stanislaus, I think, good for them. They did what they wanted to do. I don't think, wow, but some people think, wow. And for them, it might matter a lot.
And if top students choose to attend a selective university, there will be a culture shock compared to Gregory's academic environment.
If you go to a CSU or a UC, it's more evenly distributed. You're going to have the kids who got the perfect SAT score and the kids who scored average on the SAT. You're going to have the kid with a 4.7 GPA, and you're going to have the kid with the 3.5 GPA. But you go to an Ivy League school and you're looking at 4.6 plus, and you know, over 1,400 test scores, and every single kid on campus is going to have that. Every student at that school is going to be as amazing as they are. And that's not something that most top kids are used to experiencing.
Reporting for JNN, this has been Julie Glodek and Catherine Swartz.
Thanks, ladies. For a longer cut of this story with more information, go to our YouTube channel, JagNewsNetwork. Our varsity baseball team has had a winning season so far with an overall record of 21-0 and ranking first in MMC. Jared Perez is bringing us another installment of Out of the Box around the reason behind the team's success this season.
I'm Jared Perez, and this is not the first time I'm out here on the baseball field. That is because our team has a current record of 21-0, and I'm here to interview a vital player to the team, Matt Dallas. So which positions have you played so far?
Well, this year we play 3 games a week, and the first 2 I normally catch, and then the third one I'll pitch, but I play shortstop, second, third.
Which position are you most effective at, and why?
I think catching, in my opinion, just because I like to have control of the game as much as I can.
What makes Gregori's team so good at baseball? Why, I know we're undefeated, but what contributes to that success?
I think the team camaraderie and the team chemistry is unmatchable. No team in the MMC has come anywhere close to how close we are as a group together. Most of us play together for the past 3 or 4 years, so we all know each other pretty much, and it's just fun playing with all your friends.
Thanks, Jared. Global Week took place from April 17th through the 21st, and Global Studies used this week to share a new identity as an SLC. Emma Jacobson and Dylan Longton bring us a closer look.
This year we decided to have Global Week to coincide with Earth Day. Wednesday we had a couple of projects on sustainability. We had garbage out that demonstrated how much we produce in a day here at Grigori. And today's kind of a culminating day where we are deciding what it means to be a global citizen and how our resources here are finite, they're not infinite. And we have students who are making a pledge to be global citizens, and we have the flags out still to reinforce a sense of multiculturalism within the United States. Global cities, we feel that we don't really have an identity, particularly with our students. And so we wanted to give them something. We wanted to take them somewhere that we can tie in some of the ideas of global studies. And so we decided to take them to Yosemite. And a condition to go was that they had to make some kind of project. And so some students, they made paintings or they made a poem just to highlight what they learned and what they experienced at Yosemite. This was kind of an experimental year. I think next year is definitely going to be better, but we're definitely looking to expand the week.
Well, that's it for JNN this week.
To see more stories, check out our YouTube channel, Jag News Network.
I'm Emma Jacobson.
And I'm David Rosas.
See you next time.